Microsoft co-founder Bill Gates has stunned climate watchers with a major shift in tone ahead of the COP30 summit in Brazil. In a new blog post and televised interview, Gates said that while global warming remains a serious issue, it will not lead to humanity's extinction, which is a marked departure from his earlier warnings of a catastrophe. His remarks have ignited the global debate over climate priorities, prompting even President Donald Trump to claim he won the war of the climate change hoax. As world leaders prepare to meet in Brazil, tensions over the future of climate policy are now escalating. Our next report gets you all the details.
U.S. President Donald Trump has declared victory in what he called the war on the climate change hoax, following Microsoft co-founder Bill Gates' apparent shift in tone on global warming. Trump's declaration came shortly after Gates released a new blog post and gave an interview ahead of next week's COP30 climate summit in Brazil, saying climate change, though serious, will not cause humanity's demise. The remarks mark a notable departure from his previous warnings that global warming could be worse than the COVID-19 pandemic.
A global crisis has shocked the world. It is causing a tragic number of deaths, making people afraid to leave home and leading to economic hardship not seen in many generations. Its effects are rippling across the world. Obviously, I am talking about COVID-19, but in just a few decades, the same description will fit another global crisis: climate change.
In his new statement, Gates wrote, "The doomsday view of climate change is wrong," explaining that people will live and thrive in most places on Earth for the foreseeable future. Instead of chasing unrealistic short-term emissions targets, he urged world leaders to prioritize innovation, healthcare, and poverty reduction to help vulnerable populations adapt to a warming planet.
Climate is super important, but has to be considered in terms of overall human welfare. Our chief goal should be to improve lives, not chase unrealistic short-term emissions targets.
Gates further added that his new outlook is not a denial of climate change, but a call for balance. He warned against cutting funding for health and development in favor of symbolic green goals, noting, "We've made great progress, but we can't cut funding for health and development, programs that help people stay resilient, to do it." Gates' remarks mark a major tonal shift from his 2021 book, How to Avoid a Climate Disaster, in which he described climate change as one of humanity's greatest threats. His investment fund, Breakthrough Energy, has also downsized in recent months, a move analysts say reflects a broader recalibration for the Trump era. Since returning to power in January after his 2024 election victory, Trump, buoyed by heavy donations from big oil, has reversed numerous environmental regulations and again pulled the U.S. out of the Paris Agreement. He has long called climate change, quote-unquote, the greatest con job ever, and blasted global green initiatives as economic handcuffs on American industry.
I'd say, wasn't the goal here to improve human lives? And shouldn't we, in our awareness of how little generosity there is to help measure, should we get them? A measles vaccine, or should we do some climate-related activity? And if we stop funding all vaccines? And that, saved you 0.1 degree. Would that be a smart trade-off? That's the kind of question we have to ask. So, I'm a climate activist, but I'm also a child survival activist.
Conservative commentators hailed Gates' new stance as validation of Trump's longtime skepticism. Rogan O'Hanley called it a huge victory, while author Abigail Shrier said the climate catastrophizing had been a political ploy to influence younger voters. Still, Gates maintains that tackling climate change through innovation remains essential.
President Biden's actions yesterday on offshore drilling, banning offshore drilling, will not stand. I will reverse it immediately. It'll be done immediately. And we will drill, baby, drill. And we're going to be drilling in a lot of other locations. And the energy costs are going to come way down. They'll be brought down to a very low level.
As COP30 looms, Gates's recalibration and Trump's triumphalism have reignited one of the world's most polarizing debates, setting the stage for a fierce new clash between politics, science, and ideology.
Want the facts?
The latest developments?
News that gets straight to the point.
Well, we've got all three just for you. This is Firstpost Live, a brand new show, your window into what really matters.
Don't miss it.